All right, so today is 16th of November. Um, yeah, 16th of November 2021. Didn't have a great day. Every single trade I've taken today was a red trade. And one of them right now is actually working out, but I think it just got to a point where I just thought, just forget it, you know. And it's funny because that has nothing to do with uh, why this trade didn't work out. I mean, it should be working out anyway, but it's just one of those things. All right, so some good things happened today. Some bad things weren't. Some things weren't so great. Um, I'll start with the last trade that I took, which was Airbnb. I actually shorted it here from this wedge top. Had a stop here, and as you can see, it seems like we're still going down. But the problem was the way the contracts were moving, and this has kind of been a thing I'm struggling with when it comes to options. The contracts just don't move as I would like. Every time when you have a retracement, um, contracts, there's so many things that depend on how much you're making on a trade based on the movement of contracts, and it's actually now beginning to upset me because I took a really good trade on CrowdStrike today, and for some weird reason, was it CrowdStrike or who was it? Hang on, CrowdStrike, Spy. Oh, the Spy as well. Actually, the Spy wasn't as bad, but CrowdStrike wasn't great. Airbnb 2 was weird. All right, so yeah, so let's start with the last one. So I entered Airbnb short at 11:15 and 11:43. Um, oh, and the reason why I got in so late is I tried to short Airbnb, ended up shorting the Spy because I had in here Spy and I forgot to change this. So anyway, 11:43, which was this bar here, we shorted it and it retraced on us, and we just took the loss. My stop was actually up here, but it was just the way it was moving. I mean, it looks okay. It's just the market is pretty strong, and I was expecting we would have another bear bar closing on its low here. We didn't get that, so obviously we had more bulls coming in, tight channel, double bottom, I guess, double top. So here you have a bear bar closing on its low, bad follow through, bad follow through. So I got out because of that. Didn't really. This is better, the kind of stuff I'm looking for. But when you're getting this sort of follow through, it doesn't do well for your options. And here you have a wedge, so you're probably going higher, bounce off the moving average. So that was that. So I just decided to just cut it. Took the loss, which is actually one of the bigger ones today. CrowdStrike was the first one I took this morning. I had a really good idea for CrowdStrike, um, and but just did not work out. So this was the idea. So essentially, if you look at the way we've been trading, we have a double top. Actually, I'll just use the 15-minute chart to kind of highlight everything. So we have a double top. And we'll kind of have a little bit of a wedge coming in there. Test of the highs, 1 pullback, 2, I'm assuming, well, 1 pullback. I don't want to say this is 1 pullback, but this is 1 pullback, 2. All right, so I see we're probably pulling back still. So anyway, I assumed we would pull back over here. So we had this buy climax. So I entered a contract short here and entered the second one here. So my average price should be here, but we just kept chopping around, and we just held this moving average all the way through. So we've had a bull trend, so it's a big gap up, pull back to the moving average, and then just kind of been trending up. And as you can see, we've even found support still on the moving average. The other thing that concerned me was we had this big up, big down situation. So it just told me that we're probably going to be in a trading range. I kept on watching this, and then I saw that we struggled to break this low, break that moving average. I probably should have taken my profits at that point, but I thought, okay, maybe we had a wedge. Maybe we could, see what was happening. Profits? Yeah, probably take a profit. Yeah, but it didn't happen. We pulled back and then just kept on making more highs. 3 pushes up, still This is a failed wedge. That is signs that we're going higher. And at that point, I just decided to take my profits because take my loss because we had already broken the high of the day. Looking at everything right now, I can't for the life of me figure out where else we would have had, because here we have a basing, so maybe some resistance there. Didn't really do much. Bought off the moving average. So all in all, that was the trade. At least we kept within our risk. The other one was the SPY. Actually, it wasn't as bad as this, but it's because of that last contract that I sold that it just got worse. 58 actually was the one that 57. So the SPY actually had a good setup. It was just, I guess, when you think about what's actually happening on the SPY, it probably was not a great short. So if you think about it, we're going 1, pullback, 2, pullback, 3. Yeah, this is not really, this is the pullback. So 1, pullback, 2, pullback, 3, I think. Anyway, we have this trading range, and I essentially just assumed that, okay, well, we're probably short of the trading range. But then there were issues with my short. I wasn't very convinced with the way this wedge, what I charted as a wedge, even though it looks like we did pull back, but this is such a tight bull strength. It's the most dominant feature on the chart. Maybe I should be looking for longs, but it looked convincing. We started to slow down here. A nice double top. Shorted this. Actually entered here because I obviously didn't get in where I wanted, but got in here, came here, double bottom. So this is a high 2 buy. Actually, this should have been a good exit. Just did not read the chart. Oh wow. Anyway, I traded the futures and screwed this up. I bought some contracts here and bought some more. Had 10 contracts, and then I realized that we were getting so close to how much I really wanted to afford, and I just exited because I just thought, okay, even though this is a trading range, what happens if it does this over here? I'm not ready to hold that short. And it's interesting because my exit was supposed to be here and I got stopped out. But anyway, so yeah, we had this first leg down, and then pull back, double bottom, high 2, and so it was good for the bulls. So all the bulls on this, you can see we're making high highs. That trade I took, which was long, I initially had my stop here, but I started scaling in, and that's where I had to move my stop. And I realized that, again, that's where I screwed it up. I can't, if my stop is here and I'm happy with this for what it is, I can't be scaling in unless I am convinced. Otherwise, you get out of the trade. So that's a good lesson there. But yeah, this particular one was always a long, as you can see, 1 pullback, 2. So yeah, not a good trade on the futures there. But as I said, I got out, only lost $97. And I say only in the sense that was how much I was willing to lose. And as you can see, we have a high 1 here, pulling back. Maybe another high 2 will be a good long. Yeah, this is a good high 1, and there's a high 2. So the moment I saw this high 2, I should have just gotten out. Instead, I got out up here. Yeah. All right. So that was trading today. As I said, not the best day. Really, in total, $300, but actually exactly 300 because 310. Yeah, it was 97 on the futures. So yeah, today is not great. And but I'm not upset with it. Just to talk about some of the things I was looking at though, BA was one sold off at the open, really good short. Didn't read it as I would have loved to, but now just seeing what had happened and looking at the higher time frame, we broke this moving average because I thought we were in a bull trend, but we broke the moving average. 1, 2, 3, nice double top, losing momentum. So this is always the thing when you have a double top like this. or a wedge top like that, that is always a good, um, you know, a good short. Something I'm now learning, 1, 2, 3. So you're slowing down and then you have a double top in this range, break of the range, and now you're going 1, and now you're pulling back, and then you're probably going to go 2. I did want to short BA round about here. Yeah, I was looking at shorting it here, stop up here. Initially I was going to put my stop there and then stop up here. Or was it here? No, I think it was here actually. I wanted to short it with a stop up here or even here, just so I could take some of this. But just kind of left it, Nvidia I looked at, but didn't really have any opportunities to buy. I did think we were pulling up 1, pull back 2. I see we're now in a bare leg of probably a bull flag forming. And because it was in the middle of the range, didn't really see any opportunity to trade it. Looking at it now, and also we had a buy climax at the open, a good short there. So if I were long, stop here, but didn't take that long, and also I didn't like this sell off. Yeah, so we had a really nice rally, pullback, and then now back to the highs, and now pulling back again. So 1, pullback 2, don't know. Yeah. So double bottom. Actually, I guess seeing a double bottom and seeing this rally would have been a really good long. But you see this thing, you just can't tell. You all your analysis, anything can happen. So you just have to see where the channel is. Yeah. So, and as you can see, we're selling off now. Probably the SPY is selling off too. No, it's not. Nvidia selling off. Are we back at yesterday's high? Let's have a look. No, but we have a supply area with sellers. Yeah, so Tesla 2 was good. Didn't take it, but because I just didn't want to take a trade off the open, especially Tesla. You have a double top, double bottom, 1, pullback, 2. I drew this channel, just see if we can get a wedge. And we did get that wedge. So first pullback, maybe get a test the highs and maybe come back down, God knows. But yeah, just this would have been a good long, buying off support here. What else again was also interesting? Roblox we looked at, but this is just a strong bull trend. Even though there was a case for a major trend reversal, but bears, there was no trigger for it, so I didn't take it. In terms of fine-tuning my setups now, there are some things I think I can do. So for instance, now this wedge top, pulling back, maybe entering on the second, this would have been a good short here maybe, but then the follow through isn't great, so maybe not a good short. You want a consecutive bear bars. In terms of that, here again, trading range, I did consider taking this long here, but this would have been a scalp. If I were playing with shares, I think I would have taken this share, scalped up with 100 shares, maybe just targeted this level. Yeah, but with options, I'm finding this is not the best. It's not easy trading options because, yeah, you have these issues. What else again? Yeah, CrowdStrike again. Just you definitely need to do this with shares. Options is not great. I think that's it. Airbnb. No, there was another thing else. Oh yeah, mRNA. That was it. mRNA. So I was looking at mRNA. Had a really nice rally from the open, and look at that, beautiful wedge top, and then just sold off from there, double top, and this would have been a nice short. Just looking at that. Now, would I have taken that? Didn't want to. When I was already in CrowdStrike, which I thought was hoping would break that, it did not. So just left that. But also, yeah, I just didn't really see any. I mean, it came down here, and I was thinking, okay, maybe we might break this support. Did not break the support. We might actually be in a good trade for. You know what? Let's see, maybe we can swing this. I don't know, it's already too late now, but yeah, looking at that, you have 1, 2, 3, maybe a double bottom here. You're at the lows, maybe start heading up, maybe, God knows. This looks like exhaustion here, maybe a double bottom. Yeah, it's just in this level here, double bottom, or it could be a measuring gap down. And what, cross strike coming down now? Anyway, doesn't matter. All in all, that was our trading day. Not really very much to share, not much to talk about. What did I learn today? Not much. Just things weren't in your favor, you know. All right, we'll try again tomorrow.